Gentlemen, I am Jerriel, and I'm from DBI 1402, and I'll be talking about causes of global warming. So what exactly causes global warming? There are many causes of global warming. First, I'll be talking about the greenhouse gases that are emitted on humans. The 5 main gases are carbon dioxide, methane, other gases, nitrogen oxide, and fluorinated gases. First factor, methane. It is caused by mostly industry, natural gas, and petroleum systems are the largest source of CH4, also known as methane. Such CH4 is emitted to the atmosphere during the production, processing, storage, transmission, and distribution of natural gas. Because gas is often found alongside petroleum, the production, refinement, transportation, and storage of crude oil is also a source of CH4 emission. Methane is generated from landfills as a waste decomposer and the treatment of wastewater. The second factor, carbon dioxide. As you can see, these two, electricity and transportation, are the two main causes of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also known as CO2, which is a primary greenhouse gas. Human activities are the main cause of the combustion of fossil fuels, coal, natural gas, and oil for energy and transportation through certain industrial process, and land use changes also emit CO2. The combustion of fossil fuels to generate electricity is the largest single source of CO2 emission in the nation, accounting about 38% of total US CO2 emission and 31% of US greenhouse emission in 2012. The combustion of fossil fuels such as gasoline and diesel to transport people and goods is the second largest source of CO2 emission. The third factor are the gases. Water vapor, the most abundant gas, greenhouse gas, but most importantly, it acts as feedback to the climate. Water vapor increases as the Earth's atmosphere warms, but so is the possibility of clouds and precipitation, making these some of the most important feedback mechanisms to the greenhouse effect. The fourth factor will be nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide is a powerful greenhouse gas produced by soil cultivation practices, especially the use of commercial and organic fertilizers, fossil fuel and combustion, nitric acid production, and biomass burning. The fifth factor, chlorofluorocarbons, also known as CFCs. It's a synthetic compound entirely of industrial origin, used in a number of applications, are now largely regulated in the production and released to the atmosphere by international agreement. By international agreement, all their ability contribute to the destruction of the ozone layer and thereafter greenhouse gases. As you can see from this picture, there are some sources of CFCs. First one will be insulation materials, refrigerator, air conditioning, and most importantly, aerosols. Now let me explain the ways of preventing global warming. The first will be reduce, reuse, and recycle. The second will be use less heat and air conditioning. The third will be use less hot water, and the fourth will be use the off switch. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Let's all do our part. The reduce waste by choosing reusable products instead of disposables. Buying products with minimum packaging will help to reduce waste. By recycling half of your household waste, you can save 2,400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually. By using less heat and air conditioning, adding insulation to your wall, attic, and installing weather stripping and caulking around doors and windows, lower your heat cost by more than 25%. Also, setting your thermostat just 2 degrees lower in winter and higher in summer could save about 2,000 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Using less hot water. Set your water heater at 420 degrees to save energy and wrap it in an insulating blanket. If it is more than 5 years old, buy low flow shower heads to save hot water and about 350 pounds of carbon dioxide yearly. Lastly, we should use the off switch button. We can save electricity and reduce global warming by turning off lights when you leave a room, and using only as much light as you need. And remember to turn off your television, video, player, stereo, and computer when not using them. Thank you for your attention.